Do you think Frank is one of those conspiracy theorists who thinks that Hitler was actually a good guy and the Holocaust didn't happen? Since he is always talking about Jewish secret societies that rule the world.
Yeah, probably. In all likelihood, yeah. I don't think he's comfortable talking about it publicly because he knows, that's a big no-no. But in all likelihood, yeah. Thanks for the donation, Blackberry. Was your apartment trend
down here at Frankie's Strange Meat? I've been having a hard time getting out of bed lately, so haven't really
let's watch his
here that much. But I made it down here Sunday. We're just gonna show you guys the things going on this week. Most important thing is we have the turkey pre-orders available for Thanksgiving. We're the only company selling corn and soy-free turkey at this low of a price. The turkeys are a little bigger this year, like 25, 26, 27 pounds. So our price per pound on those is like half of everyone else. You might have, I forgot the exact price, but like if you spend $250 on our turkey, you're getting like twice as much turkey as...
What is the situation? Who's more of a fucking idiot, Frank Tufano or Penguins Zero? I think Frank Tufano is more of a fucking idiot.
I think they're both roughly as stupid as each other. It's just that Frank has more symptoms of personality disorder.
Why are you being...
Yeah, I think Penguin Zero and Frank Tufano are about as stupid as each other. It's just that Penguin Zero, I think he does actually have a personality disorder. It's just that his personality disorder is less self-destructive than Frank's. Thanks for the donation, you fucking idiot.
You would get from someone else for just like 20 bucks more. So as I said, the turkeys are a little bigger, but you're getting a much larger turkey with much lower price per pound. We have a few new organs available that we haven't sold before. I think there's plenty of spleen, udder, and lungs. I think we're pretty limited on the other stuff like the eyes and the brains and some of the glands. But we're gonna hop in the fridge and show you guys what we have, and then we'll go in the freezer too. We got the refrigeration running in here. It's a little warm and humid, and we got to kind of seal it up better so it's not working that well.
CDG.
But on the in the steam kettle over here, we're doing a demi-glace. Someone emailed me and said, hey Frank, can you do the demi-glace again? I said, we're not really making any money on it. I don't really want to make it, but, and I'm kind of giving a secret away here, but if you have demi-glace that high quality, I guess it's not really a secret if I don't tell you what I use it in. It allows you to make a lot of different products, like products that you would normally put vegetables in. Although the demi-glace costs a lot of money to make, you can use that as a flavoring agent instead. So I showed my guys the sourdough recipes, and we have a bunch of stuff ready to bake this week. Plenty of regular sourdough loaves. We have garlic sourdough loaves. I know we did a fresh batch of chocolate chip cookies. These are a lot more, they rose a lot more, a little drier, so still working out some kinks, but still very delicious cookies. And then we also made a fresh batch of glazed donuts. As usual, all of the fresh raw dairy has come in this week to ship out first thing tomorrow. All the goat and sheep dairy over here. That's actually this is the goat cheese I made myself. So you guys know we had the beef tallow butter sticks. This was the other big thing I almost forgot. We also have lamb and Iberico pork lard butter sticks, if you guys like using those instead of the regular tallow. Here are some of the fresh beef brains. These are sold by the half. Underneath that, we have an entirely new product we're gonna do. Some of you may have noticed we ran out of the canned cod liver. I thought, why not make it ourselves? Very special product, considering that we have access to the actual cod liver. So we went through every single cod liver, picked out the best ones, sliced them up nice, put it in a jar, glass jar of course, and we're gonna poach these in water. Haven't figured out the exact amount of time we're gonna poach these for, because these are still raw right now. You can see that the oil has naturally separated. So we're gonna have the highest quality glass jarred cod liver available. It is a very premium product and
about not eating disgusting shit.
very time intensive. So, you know, we're not just going to sell it's like these cheap cans for $2 or $3 a can. I think it's going to be around $4 or $5, but you're definitely getting what you're paying for, and this is not something you're really supposed to consume a large amount of anyway. So I'm excited for that. This is something we were going to do for a while, and I think we also going to start selling the raw cod livers again, just frozen. It's just, you know, it takes a lot of time to go through them, and there's a lot of waste. You know, about half the cod livers go to waste when you do this. These are just some extra cookies that didn't turn out as well, whether they were overcooked or a little dry. So I'm just going to feed these to my goats when I get them. Most of the Italian cheeses are restocked.
He's gonna feed cookies to his goats. Can goats eat chocolate? It doesn't even like that. What a fucking idiot.
Today, notably Pecorino Romano, Parmigiano Reggiano, Asiago, and the Fontina. Over here we have the fresh cookies that we do every week. New batch of Oreos, our best batch yet, very delicious. I made these myself. So if you guys are missing the nostalgic Oreos.
Oh, look at that. He's stealing intellectual property again. Oreos. Not your idea, Frank.
Cookies. I'll actually have these for breakfast sometimes. All high quality, healthy, organic ingredients.
Yes, healthy Oreos, I'm sure.
Iberico ham plates. And then here we just have a bunch of different charcuterie. Some more raw brains, some more raw glands. I think there's
Fuck would eat this shit.
yeah, there's some more raw brains in there. But there's our prosciutto, our Iberico Bellota ham. Here's all our smoked brisket, our smoked bacon products here. We also made a fresh batch of hamburger buns, hot dogs, and hoagie rolls. Yeah, we were running low on a few different sourdough products, so those are all being baked fresh. I don't know, whenever I can get in here for a few hours without feeling like I'm going to fall apart. So maybe Tuesday we'll bake all that stuff off, all the sourdough loaves, all the garlic sourdough, the hamburger buns, hot dog rolls. Might remake the donuts because they didn't turn out how I liked again. It's not easy making this stuff. So let's take a look in the freezer. Yeah, here are the donuts that we just made today.
Look at the way.
Proof as much as I'd like, so we'll probably have them on discount. We made sure to really have attention to detail with all of our products. You know, some of you guys were saying there was too much meat in the ground beef fat, so we made sure to remove that meat and have just like only high quality grass-fed beef fat in the ground beef.
What do you do with this? Like, it's not food.
Fat for you guys. And that goes the same for the actual whole beef. So, you know, for the suet fat, there's like no beef trim in there anymore. We have a lot of T-bone steaks and basically bone-in New York strip steaks now.
So disgusting.
Very delicious, high-quality local beef. And my guys made a fresh batch of chicken broth this week. Shouldn't really be called broth because our chicken stock is cooked twice, the highest quality chicken stock online. Here's all our different ice creams. We have everything in stock for the most part. Vanilla, chocolate, honey, chocolate swirl, all that stuff. Yeah, this is all our soups and our stocks. Looks like my guys have some baked goods mixed in over here. Those are the dark chocolate chip muffins. Here's some turkey over here. Still have plenty of frozen hamburgers and cheeseburgers if you guys want a quick meal. Over here we got most of the beef rib stuff. Whether you want like whole ribs, cross-cut ribs, or like boneless ribs. I showed you guys this last week. We got like the apple fried pies, the Twix bars, all of our sourdough stuff over here. You guys can see we're running a little low on some stuff. That's why I need a turkey for Thanksgiving. Different types of pet food. So we're gonna have one pet food that's going to be, I forgot to grab some chocolate chip cookies for my dinner because that's basically all I eat now. Yeah, things just really aren't going as planned. I'm tired of getting ripped off by everyone. I know I shouldn't have done it. Like, it's not even just this warehouse now where we got all the defective potato chip machinery. They never gave me the grant to do the front of the store. Now even just my house is a disaster because I did someone a favor. His brother needed work. He was a contractor. I said, okay, you could do some work in my house. So I gave the guy a chance, and basically he left like 3 jobs a disaster. The guy's like a tornado. Like I gotta probably sue the city to find out what his insurance company is and get them to pay for it because, you know, my siding and windows are a disaster. Like the HVAC system is ripped apart, complete disaster, and the roof now separate contractor. These guys came, tore the roof off my house, and then changed their mind. Oh, we need more money. So like my house is literally ripped apart, and I'm spending like almost every waking second just trying to fix my house myself, which I can't do because it's just too much work. And there's not that many contractors and people up in my area, so it's not that easy to find anyone. So, hope self. So it's just too many dried apples that we've had off Frankie on the inside. Really, really nice. Have like a little more, like really, they're just a bunch of liars and all they care about is money. It's kind of sketchy to me how they try to market their poultry and stuff and their products as like the highest quality, pasture raised, organic, local farm, support our family. And it's like, they're giving them organic corn and soy, and they don't tell you that. And their poultry is double the price of mine. And then they have then they're smiling in their picture as they charge you double the price for turkey. Yeah, I wonder why they're smiling. I gotta go home and just write up some legal papers with whatever energy I have left for today. So if you guys go to frank-tufano.com, you can see all of the businesses that you can support me through. The meat website, the foods website, organ supplements, Wi-Fi shielding, Frankie's Natural.
Science-based
Dork.
And all the animals that died for Frank.
Yes, that is true. Thanks for the donation, G.